love Dominican Republic. I love Santo Domingo. But when I was coming from the airport, an Uber driver pretty much scammed me. So like basically I was on the Uber app and he was writing me, and then he was talking about how he's close by. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I didn't see him. I was looking for the license plate and I didn't see him. Then all of a sudden a guy comes up to me, he's like, Chanelle. And I was like, oh yeah. He's like, oh, I'm your Uber driver. I'm like, oh, okay. If he wasn't my Uber driver, he wouldn't know my name. So I went in the car and we were cool. So then he was like, oh, the Uber app is not working, and and he was like, the Uber app is not working. Buenas. He was like, the Uber app is not working, and let's just cancel the app and you just pay me in cash. Now at the time I didn't have that much cash on me, so I was like, I don't want to do that because I don't have that much cash. And he's like, oh, well, let me just call you another Uber. And I'm like, at that time I had already waited like 40 minutes for this guy. So I'm like, I don't want to wait another 40 minutes. Like, the app is working. Why don't we just go? And so then he's like, well, I can take you there, but you have to pay like 1,000 pesos, 1,000 pesos. And I was like, I don't think it's that much money. And 1,000 pesos is like, how much is that, Nibby? It's like $20. And you know, that's kind of normal. Like in New York, it's kind of normal, but that's kind of expensive here. And my Uber app was saying like 650 pesos. I was like, ain't nobody got time for that. So I was like, no, I don't think so. So at this time we're on the freeway, on the highway somewhere. And so I'm like, I was not really like scared, but I was just kind of concerned because I'm just like, I don't know if I want to stop out here and try to wait for an Uber, because it could be kind of dangerous. So then, you know, at that time I didn't have any Wi-Fi, so he put on his hotspot on his phone, and I was talking to Nibby. I was like, this is what's happening, I don't know what to do. And I was kind of just getting really upset, so I started to cry. I had some tears, but it wasn't like me being sad. I was kind of trying to pull one over on him, like, listen, like, you got me out here, you picked me up from the Uber app, like, you need to take me where I asked you to take me. Like, that's just what you gotta do. So then I was like, you know, this is very unprofessional, this is not very good, and you're not being a gentleman. Like, how can you just try to pull one over on me? And so he's like, okay, let's come up with a deal. So I said, okay, I can pay you 700 pesos. Then he's like, okay, how about 8? So I said, okay, I'll do 800 pesos. So then he's taking me, then he takes me to the wrong place, a whole 30 minutes away from Nibby's house. So I'm just kind of upset and annoyed at this point. So at this time, he's like telling me, don't be sad, fix your face. And I'm like, I'm upset because I'm tired, I'm hungry, and this whole thing could have been avoided. So basically, after him taking me to the wrong place, he finally took me home, and I gave him the 800 pesos, and I told him, basically in Spanish, I told him, if you work honestly, you would earn more than just money. Now, I didn't think that that was a big thing that I said, but he just stood there in shock, and he was like he stood there. Me and Nibby went upstairs, and he was still standing there, like, thinking about what I said. I don't know, I hope he thinks about what I said, and I hope he changes his ways, but she says she doubts it. But that was so uncool, and apparently that's a type of scam out here. So I'm just making this video to let you guys know that that's a type of scam. Like, if the driver says like, oh, my app's not working, how about you just pay me in cash, like don't fall for it. Because in my case, you know, the guy, he didn't do nothing, he didn't say nothing to me crazy, but that could possibly happen. Also, Uber had charged me for a cancellation fee, so I definitely reported him and I got a credit. I didn't really want a credit, I really wanted that money back, but still, he's not getting my money. So, you know, some people, they get charged the ride and it goes to them, so you basically pay twice. So I'm just making this video to let you guys know that that's a type of scam out here. Don't fall for it. You know, just make sure that the Uber driver is legit. And then, you know, when I got out the car, his license was different. His license was different than on the app, so they changed the license plate. So just look out for that, y'all, okay? Don't get scammed out here. Thank you for watching, and subscribe to my channel, and yeah, I'm about to enjoy the rest of my time here in Santo Domingo.